Hello everybody. I just don't know that the net just gave up, but uh, that was just such a close shave. That was such a close shave. That was such a close shave on the offside. To be honest, that was such a close shave on the offside. Ah, what a nutmeg that is! I think Ruben Diaz is, and Edison saves well. City is struggling here. We are literally struggling here. We are literally struggling here. Real Madrid are all onto us. We are literally struggling here. We are absolutely struggling here. What a block that is. Natanake, what a block that is. And it's a Real Madrid corner, but what a block that was from Natanake, to be honest. What a block. City are absolutely struggling here. It's Real Madrid with what a ball that is. The forward players, but City, I mean, Bernardo Silva is absolutely shanked. Sorry for the first one. I don't know why the internet service provider always takes out the connection for 10 seconds when I'm streaming at night. I don't know, but Bernardo Silva again with the mistake, giving off the ball, and then Mbappe running through. City are struggling here. It's as if we are having a makeshift defense, not Real Madrid, to be honest. Savinho, Jack Grealish. Real Madrid is just dominating us. They're absolutely massacring us at the Etihad Stadium. That what defense is just not able to deal with them. Bernardo Silva does very well there. Bernardo Silva does absolutely very well. But Jack Grealish recovering back. Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know what Vinicius Junior is asking for. What an idiot! Get up, Vinicius. They're pressing us in the midfield. They're absolutely pressing us in the midfield there. Akanji does very well defensively. That's not a penalty. Come on, it's just coming together. I know Akanji didn't get the ball, but body to body, and Vinicius Junior just lost the ball, so that's fine. John Stones. I'm just not liking both Guardiola and Akanji coming inside, which means Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo are having space to make those runs. Bernardo Silva there. Jack Grealish is playing in the. He's not playing in the middle. Yes, he's playing out wide as well. Jack Grealish. That's a corner for City. Well done, Jack. Gautam just already signs up a scrambling, but Gautam Bernardo Silva, right? Again, Bernardo Silva in the midfield. Would you have preferred Kovacic? Would you have preferred Kovacic in the midfield over Bernardo Silva? Would you have preferred Kovacic Gautam in the midfield over Bernardo Silva? And that too, this is not at the Bernabeu, Gautam. If this was at the Bernabeu and we're somehow holding on, I'm still fine. Come to the Etihad and then do stuff, but this is our home ground. But this is our home ground and they're having a makeshift defense. Gautam says I would have preferred only Nico. That's interesting. I mean, I think Pep Guardiola thought he probably had to play Nathan Ake. And where do you play Nathan Ake? Because left back Guardiola is playing, so centre back, that's why he's moved Stones probably. That could be a reason. And also I think Stones is a bit more faster than Nico Gonzalez, I think, to be honest. It's interesting with the Nico thing. But I would have actually preferred Kovacic, to be honest. That is excellent from Savio. Savio needs to find Erling Haaland. Then what a run by Savio there. Ah, De Bruyne does very well there. De Bruyne does extremely well. But Savio made a great run over there. We are just not able to control the midfield, Gautam. The midfield is where we are losing the battle again. Ake has a head start now on Mbappe, and I don't think Ederson need to come for that. But again, midfield, Gautam. Again, it's the midfield. But do you know what, Gautam? I would have preferred Omar Marmoush, Erling Haaland, and Phil Foden, to be honest, because it just means you're attacking Real Madrid. This lineup seems a bit defensive for me. Probably, I think Pep thinks you cannot win the tie, but you can certainly lose it in the first leg. So maybe I think Pep wants to keep the tie alive at Madrid, but maybe I would have thought finish the tie off in the first leg. Very much, and just go into the eyes of Real Madrid. Just put a dagger in their hearts. The only thing I'm excited about is Jack Grealish is actually. Jack Grealish is actually looking much more attack minded, to be honest. That's a great reach from Mackenzie. But again, when Madrid forwards are pressing, it's almost like we're struggling there. Kevin De Bruyne has to come to take the ball and stuff. Good ball from Josko Guardiol to find Erling Haaland. Jack Grealish has to. Erling Haaland scores! Wow! Erling Haaland scores! And then for the first time against Real Madrid! Wow! Erling Haaland scores for the first time against Real Madrid! And everything about this goal is not about Erling Haaland. This goal for me is all about Josko Guardiol. This goal from start to finish, A to Z or A to B, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is about Josko Guardiol. Look at how Josko Guardiol picks the ball up in our own half, and then he's suddenly onside Erling Haaland and then place it. And then you look at the run of Josko Guardiol. You look at the run of Josko Guardiol. That is a centre forward run. You look at the run of Josko Guardiol. You look at the run of Josko Guardiol. Woo! You look at the run of Josko Guardiol there. The finish was good, but it is everything about this goal is about Josko Guardiol. Look at his run. This guy ain't a right left back. This guy ain't a centre back. This guy is the modern midfielder. This guy is Trent Alexander-Arnold playing at left back position. Just imagine Haaland is behind the ball. Haaland is behind the ball. Come on, Haaland is behind the ball. Haaland is behind the ball. What happened? Why are they checking for so long? Haaland was behind the ball. Come on, Haaland was behind the ball. What the hell is happening? Haaland is behind the ball. And Ancelotti and Pep are also talking. Is this is this a Champions League match or what is it? Why are they checking for so long? Bloody at least show the visuals of what you're checking. What's happening, Gautam? What's happening? What are they checking so much? Yes! Woo! Woo! The goal's given! The goal's given! Woo! The goal's given! The best moment is the referee pointing like this. Woo! That was a long check. That was a long check. But everything, Gautam, everything about it was Josko Guardiola. Gautam, just imagine we have Andrea Cambiaso next season playing it right back and Josko Guardiola at left back. And then both our fullbacks are two-footed. Both of them can use both their feet. Wow, just imagine next season. Come on, City. Woo! What a run by Kevin De Bruyne that is. That's a good tackle and it's a corner for City. That's not a penalty. It's a corner for City. I think it's Raul with the challenge. That's a very good challenge. De Bruyne no complaints. He's got the ball. But again, what a goal, what a goal. Erling Haaland scores for the first time in his career in I think 4 or 5 times against Real Madrid. 4 ties against Real Madrid. That is a piss poor corner. What the fuck was that corner? That is great challenge from Savio. Look at it, how Savio is celebrating each of the defensive work he's doing. That's the spirit. Celebrate your defensive work. You know, I saw Plymouth Argyle against Liverpool, and the way they were celebrating each tackle was unbelievable. They were celebrating each tackle, each defensive block, right from the 60th minute. That's when I've started to see that tie, of course. Why will I see Plymouth versus Liverpool from the first minute? But they were celebrating each block like they won the cup. That is the defensive spirit we need here if we have to get something from the tie. Remember, we were 2-0 up against PSG, and within 10 minutes we were just done over. So anything can happen. Ah, you just cannot do anything from that strike from Vinicius Junior. I think Edison just got no, Edison didn't get anything. That's a goal kick. I mean, people just underestimate Vinicius Junior when that's not a corner. Come on, maybe it had a touch of a Kenji. I don't know. That is a great defensive header. Kevin De Bruyne. Great tackle from Josko Guardiola. Come on, City. We are up for it. The defenders are up for it. Whatever might happen in this tie, we are up for it. Let's focus just on the now. Whatever might happen. It's a this ball. Nathan Ake with a block earlier on. Saved a certain goal. Savinho there with a defensive block. Josko Guardiola with a great tackle. John Stones. Suddenly you're just looking so comfortable with John Stones playing in midfield, and that's very well played out. Out wide there was space. I don't know why John Stones. Jack Grealish. Josko Guardiola. Savinho. Josko Guardiola. Manuela Kenji. Guardiola again. That's a throw in for City. I mean, one of the reasoning behind playing Grealish instead of Grealish and Savinho instead of Marmoush and Foden is Marmoush is very good on the ball, but I don't think Marmoush is comfortable in terms of traveling with the ball in the midfield area like Grealish is. And look at Josko Guardiola making both those in and out runs, and Jack Grealish, venturing into the midfield under the press. Foden as well. I think Savinho, Foden. You maybe would rate Savinho as a better, protector of the ball, if I may use that word. What a ball that is. Jack Grealish unfortunately can't reach it. So I think that was the idea behind Pep Guardiola playing Grealish and Savinho on either flanks. And also the second thing is Savinho crosses the ball well. I don't think you have another player who can cross the ball well at City. Of course, there is Kevin De Bruyne, but apart from De Bruyne, from the wide areas, you do not have anyone who can cross the ball. And great one there from Vinicius Junior. Manuel Akanji has to be more tighter to him. Manuel Akanji has to be more tighter to him. Great block from Akanji, but I just think Akanji has to be more tighter to Vinicius Junior there. He just cannot allow that inside diagonal run to happen. He just cannot allow that inside diagonal run to happen from Vinicius Junior. What do you think of the game, Gautam? What do you think of your analysis till now, at least? Jack Grealish is down. I hope he's not injured. He's played absolutely very well till now. Wow, what a performance. Gautam says Grealish is done. Gautam, this just spoils the entire plan. Jack Grealish was just playing so well. I thought apart from the treble winning season, I mean, after the treble winning season, I think this is one of his best performances I've seen, at least till now in the 29 minutes. He's done so well. The defensive shift he's put in has been superb. The defensive work of Jack Grealish has been superb. Such a bad time to lose Jack Grealish. He's been sensational. I mean, he's been very good in that FA Cup game as well. Plymouth versus against Plymouth, he gave the assist for De Bruyne's goal. He was very very good. JSK is here. JSK says, "How is it going?" Very nervy, JSK. Very nervy. The goal was very good. The goal was all about Josko Guardiola. The goal was all about Josko Guardiola. But then Real Madrid had chances. Real Madrid had chances, and sad to see Grealish was the best. Is the best player till now. JSK Grealish was the best player, and unfortunately is going out injured. Gautam says Foden will not be able to do it. This could absolutely be a turning point, Gautam, because we have managed Madrid decently. Yes, they have made runs, but we have managed Madrid decently, and Jack Grealish has been superb. Phil Foden, the defensive work rate, JSK, I'm not watching the game. Doesn't matter, JSK, doesn't matter. Just keep tuned in here. But Gautam, and that too, you know what's the worst thing, Gautam? Phil Foden on the left hand side. He's on the left hand side, right? No, Foden shifted onto the right now. Savinho is on the left hand side. I mean, one injury and it changed everything. Savinho on the left. Now Savinho on the right could have taken the ball, gone wide and crossed, cut it inside. Savinho on the left just makes it so predictable. Savinho on the left, it's easy to defend him cutting inside. JSK says, how is the midfield? Bernardo was shaky in the midfield, JSK. Bernardo was shaky, but John Stones is doing very well in the midfield, to be honest. You know what's happening in the midfield? It's almost JSK. We have the ball. There are two centre backs, Ake and Diaz, and then Yosko and Akanji are going into the middle. So it's almost a 2-3-4-1, and then four in the midfield. Yosko, Stones, and Akanji in the midfield, and then you have the two wide players, De Bruyne and Bernardo, and then Haaland up front. That's great from Erling Haaland. That's a great touch from Erling Haaland. Then out wide, Stones. Stones, he spread it wide. Savinho on the left. I just don't like Savinho on the left there. Just don't like Savinho on the left. Foden on the right. Foden having to hold with. Gotham, it's going to be very tough. Like you said, Phil Foden on the right hand side. Can he do the defensive work? Phil Foden on the right hand side means, I mean, and holding the bit, that is the problem. I don't mind Foden on the right hand side, but I mind Foden on the right hand side holding width. Foden is incredible when he cuts inside. We are looking much stable, Jessica. We are looking very stable. We are looking absolutely stable with John Stones in the DM position. But you know that Grealish injury could just turn the tie. You just never know. That Grealish injury could just turn the bloody tie on its head. That's a Real Madrid throw right now. Ah, Foden's instantly struggling. Foden's instantly struggling. It's almost a 4-4-2 with Kevin De Bruyne. I think if Marmo should have played, I think that is wonderful from Josko Guardiola. Excellent from Josko Guardiola. Kevin De Bruyne. Savio almost reaching it. Look at Josko Guardiola there pressing high. Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones, Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, cleared out. This is good work there. I mean, just imagine in the place of Phil Foden, Savinho was there. That would have been a much more perfect sense of play. Savinho could have crossed it better instead of just playing Kevin De Bruyne in there. With Foden, it's more about carrying the ball. Bit worried about Foden, to be honest. Gotham, like you said. Nathan Ake, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden there. with the ball. I think he has to cut. Wonderful collection by Savio there. Can he cross it? Can he cross it? That is the problem. Savio there. I think Savio to Stones. Immaculate switch from John Stones. Ah, not good one from Kevin De Bruyne. Could have taken the time there, Kevin De Bruyne, but what a strike from Phil Foden. It's Courtois, so you expect him to save it, to be honest. But 35 minutes gone. Apart from the first 10-15 minutes, we are largely stable, but this is Real Madrid. You ain't stable till the final whistle is down. Ah, great block from the Real Madrid forwards there. So Real Madrid defenders there. That is, I think, Josko Guardiola again doing exceptional work. Haaland is onside. It was going towards a tap in for Phil Foden, to be honest. Haaland wasn't trying to bang in a goal, but superb. Akanji thought the ball was in. How close was it? How bloody close was this? How bloody close was this header from Manuel Akanji? Hits the bar, hits the bar. Just couldn't keep it down. You probably want these to go in your favor against Real Madrid, to be honest. City are pressing well in the midfield. You press well in the midfield and you play well in the game against Real Madrid because the forwards are pacey. You cannot defend them 1v1. The press in the midfield is the key. And the offside trap as well. I think City have played the offside trap decently well. Wonderful from Semedo there, doing the defensive work again. That is a throw in for City. The defensive work from Grealish and Savinho was superb. Grealish until he was there. Phil Foden, I'm yet to see that kind of defensive work from him. This is a classic, I mean, at least 37 minutes. This is a classic Champions League defensive performance in terms of maintaining your shape. I think it was 2014, it was 2015, I think, on that time, 2015-16, under Pellegrini, I think. City were playing Juventus and we were actually losing, I think. And I was talking to another friend of mine and I was just asking him, how the hell do you do well in the Champions League? It's 2015-16, that time we were not able to we were not able to defend any Champions League, defeat any good Champions League side. If you look back then, and he was telling the shape of City is not correct. Your off the ball work is pathetic. He was brutal. You might have good forwards. You have yeah. He told a brutal thing. It's impossible to have Yaya Toure in the midfield and win. And expect to defeat a top European side because he doesn't do any work. I think that's the big difference you notice with City down the years under Pep. Even before the treble winning this thing, the work which we do off the ball, the defensive shift which the wingers put in, all of those is I mean all of that is visible in this game. And I'm just wondering if Stones was fit in this season, he could have easily solved a DM problem like this. I think right now, I mean, whatever might happen in this match, but it just looks like we're okay in terms of Nico Gonzalez and John Stones being able to cover up that role because it ain't a role for Kovacic. Look at what John Stones is doing there. Wonderful spray from John Stones. Kevin De Bruyne. Look at how relieved Kevin De Bruyne is in terms of from his defensive duties. John Stones again conducting the plays, an orchestrator there. Josko Guardiol, Kevin De Bruyne. Absolutely no pressure of doing the defensive work on Kevin De Bruyne, to be honest. Stones is almost covering it up for him. Rodri is almost thinking, who is my lookalike playing in the midfield and where has he been all season? Phil Foden. Not a good switch from De Bruyne. You expect much better stuff from Kevin De Bruyne there. We are controlling the game. I know it's very early days. It's not even 1/4 of the tie done, I think. Very early days, but it's almost like a test match, you need to divide it into sessions. Natanake with a mistake. This is what I was. He does well to recover, but excellent recovery work. Look at everyone congratulating Akanji. You do the mistake, but how you respond to it. The Champions League is all about how do you respond to failure? How do you respond to your mistakes? How do you respond to making a blunder? The team, that's why they say the team with the big hearts, the team with the big characters, the team with, there's a very famous saying. Wonderful punch by Edison. The danger is not cleared. Now, this is a very famous saying. It's not the experience you need to win the Champions League, but it's the balls of steel. What do balls of steel mean? It means you made a blunder. How do you respond to it? That's how it is. That's where we were lacking against PSG, against France. No, no, no. Don't give him time. Time. Almost. Don't give him time on the ball to shoot. Federico Valverde has a great shot on him. Just cannot give him that much amount of time to shoot. I think it was a great block by Ruben Diaz at the end. I think there's a touch of Ruben Diaz. The referee has given a goal kick, but that's fine. Earlier on, it was not a corner. Referee's given a corner, so that's fine. That those things happen, but just need to be calm. That is what experienced Champions League sides do. Savinho, can you play in Erling Haaland? That's wonderful from Savinho. Took the ball, carried the ball. This guy 19 years old. Guys, do you think Savinho is 19 years old with experience is showing? This guy looks like a 28-year-old prime winger. Look at what Savinho did. Any other winger, most of the wingers would have passed the ball to Erling Haaland. Because you lose the ball there, Madrid are all over you. He's taken the risk of carrying the ball. He's taken the bloody risk of carrying the ball and earning a foul. What if that wasn't a foul? What if he lost the foul? I mean, Savinho, that is wonderful. That's why Grealish, Savinho, what a combination that was. Phil Foden, still don't have the trust. Still don't have the trust in there. Bernardo Silva. I mean, that midfield area suddenly is so calm. With Kovacic, he's a good ball carrier, but he takes one too many more risks. With Stones, with Rodri, they don't with Busquets as well, kind of, they don't themselves move. They move the ball, they move you positionally and everything. That is great press from Kevin De Bruyne. Look at it. Look at Kevin De Bruyne initiating the press. He knows Courtois ain't a good. But that was a good ball from Kartwa, to be honest. Don't know what Savinio was doing there. He should have just blasted the ball out. Defend one on one, defend your one on one. That is excellent there. Bernardo blasts the ball out. That's it. Erling Haaland on Camavinga. That is wonderful. Just because if Doku had that much of maturity like Savinho, he would have been deadlier than Winnie. Exactly, that's the maturity. That's what is missing. Look at Savinho today, JSK. Not a single giveaway there. Defensively excellent and offensively not a single giveaway. Everything he's done has contributed to the team. The press, the defensive work. Savinho is excellent there. Savinho was excellent. Do not concede in this final minutes. That is the only thing. 3 more minutes literally to go to the break and Yasko, no corner. Kevin De Bruyne, look at how he is running, how he is pressing. That goal against Plymouth would have just helped his confidence so much. KDB, fascinating match. Absolutely fascinating match till now, to be honest. That was a deflection. That could have gone anywhere. I think Mbappe's try. Lucky it didn't find the back of the net. But in a way, I think a good block from Ake. It was on target from Mbappe. That's a very good block from Ake. Now Akanji is down. Now Akanji is down. Kevin De Bruyne as well. I don't know why the referee doesn't give a foul. That's a clear foul on De Bruyne. That was a clear foul on De Bruyne there. I don't know what the referee was thinking. Ref! I don't know what the ref was thinking. That was a clear foul on De Bruyne. It was a clear foul on Foden. I think that was the last attempt of this half. I think one last attack. My God. Ref blow. Yes, the ref has blown, and Vinicius Junior is like this. It's like a Ballon d'Or, Vinicius. It's bloody like a Ballon d'Or. It's bloody like a Ballon d'Or. What a half of football. JSK says, don't be surprised if it's the 12th man, but JSK, Foden was fouled, De Bruyne was fouled, but I mean, I don't know what you guys think of this half, but for me, one of the best halves this season I've seen from City. One of the best halves from City I've seen. Defensively, zero blunders. Yes, Ake gave the ball away once. I think that was a blunder, but he's covered up well. But apart from that, defensively, zero blunders. Defensively, it's the most solid that we have actually looked. I think offensively, Kevin De Bruyne. I think offensively, the press from Kevin De Bruyne, the energy from Kevin De Bruyne is the best I've seen this season. I've not seen Kevin De Bruyne so fit and energetic this season due to injuries. I've not seen John Stones so energetic in the midfield, going through so much of work. I haven't seen Savinho. I mean, we've seen Savinho in bits and pieces, but this is a mature Savinho. This is a Savinho of another level. I mean, what great maturity from Savinho, right? And Grealish, the 29 minutes is played. I mean, in the last 2 years after the treble winning season, I think this is the best Jack Grealish that you might have actually seen. To be honest, Jack Grealish was just out of this world in that 29 minutes is played. JSK says, don't be surprised if it's the 12th man. I would like the ref to just take his jersey up and show what is underneath is this thing. And by the way, isn't the color of the ref and the Real Madrid jersey same? I'm thinking yes, maybe. Gautam says, I don't understand how Madrid get through dribble past two, three players so easily. It's just the talent in the forward line, Gautam. It's just the talent in the forward line. I think they're very, very good. And in the second half, you'll see Modric come in. That will be the toughest part. I think for Luka Modric coming in, we need Nico Gonzalez in there. I don't think Stones can get through an entire 90 minutes of work. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, what do you do in the second half? Do you bring on Gundogan and do you bring on Nico Gonzalez and freshen it up, or do you leave Bernardo like that? I mean, what do you do with KDB? Do you leave him to play 90 minutes? When do you bring Omar Marmoush? I mean, if Omar Marmoush comes, I think he comes in the place of KDB, to be honest, because I don't see Omar Marmoush playing out wide. He has to play centrally just behind Haaland. Almost a 4-4-2 that you're seeing, which City are playing out of possession with De Bruyne and Erling Haaland pressing Madrid. So I actually think that's where Marmoush will come, or will Marmoush replace Haaland? Lot of questions. Gautam says, City will try to bring Doku against tired legs. The problem with Doku again is giving the ball away cheaply. Yeah, I mean, tired legs, I can understand. Maybe in this 80th minute or so, but it's still tense. I mean, what happened 3 years back? I think no one has forgotten it, Gotham. We were 5-3 up, 91st minute, and Real Madrid make it 5-5. We were bloody 5-3 up in that tie at the Bernabeu. Gave me shock for more than a week. I couldn't do anything for more than a week. That's how bad it was. Gautam says Marmoush as well. Don't forget we have Newcastle in 3 days as well. I mean, if you ask me which game is more important, I probably would think this game. I mean, the FA Cup game. I know it was Leighton Orient, but FA Cup game, Champions League game against Newcastle. I probably think Pep would put Newcastle in least priority mode, because then I think we must also not forget that we have. We must not forget that we have Real Madrid again in 3 days after Newcastle at the Bernabeu. I don't know. Maybe think he plays Marmoush against Newcastle as a striker. He plays Nico Gonzalez as a DM, and Doku as the winger against Newcastle. I don't know, but I think the Newcastle game is of least priority right now. I think we will make the top four somehow or the other. Chelsea and Newcastle for me are not so consistent enough, because Newcastle, strangely, they can go on a great run and then they can lose 2-3 games. Same with Chelsea. So I think we will make the. I think we will make the top four for sure. We will make the top four. I mean, I can't say sure, but we will make the top four. So I think this game. this tie for me has more priority than that league game against Newcastle. Gautam says we have not confirmed our top four and it's a 6 pointer, but I think Gautam right now I think you can. I think if you have to take a chance, I think it's the Newcastle game. I think it's unfair. They have an entire week to prepare, and we do not have. And we literally have Madrid, Newcastle, Madrid. We literally do not have time. I don't think it's a 6 pointer, Gautam. I don't think it's a 6 pointer. I don't think it's a 6 pointer because I think Newcastle is not consistent to win all of the games. They will drop points. Newcastle will drop points. That is my belief, to be honest. JSK says, is Nico in the squad? He's in the squad. He's been pictured in training. JSK is in the substitutes bench. We were surprised, in fact, that Nico Gonzalez didn't start. I maybe think it's at least till now it's been a good decision from Pep to go with the midfield he's gone with. And also with Newcastle, just a bit on Newcastle before we move back to this game, it's going to be a headache, Gotham, because they have Joe Linton injured in the midfield, which means they are playing with the back five right now, which means they will just play on the counter, and we need to break the opponents down and all that shit. JSK says second half he should come. We can't trust Stones with his injuries. I just want Stones to play. I just want Stones to play the entire half JSK, entire second half JSK, the full match, to be honest, because Nico Gonzalez, even if he comes, what this is just a second match, is not even he's not even had gone through a couple of training sessions, so I mean I don't know. I would in fact love Nico Gonzalez to come beside John Stones, not as his replacement. I think he'll take a bit more time to integrate into the squad. And anyway, I think Nico Gonzalez starts. Nico Gonzalez starts against Newcastle, I think. Like Gautam said, Newcastle game is a 6 pointer, but then I'm thinking, what do you prioritize? What do you prioritize? What do you prioritize? That's a big question. What do you prioritize? Because again, it's because this run of fixtures is not at all gonna be easy. Newcastle, Madrid, and then Liverpool. That there are tough run of fixtures ends. So I think, and the second leg for Madrid, we are obviously gonna pick a strong squad, and then we'll have to face Liverpool as well. So what do you do then? I think that win against Chelsea, people just don't acknowledge it, but I think that is more than even a 6 pointer. I think I always thought at the beginning of this run, we had to beat one of Chelsea or Newcastle. We had to outright beat one of Chelsea or Newcastle. And we had beaten Chelsea. Now I think even if we get a draw out of Newcastle, I mean, if we can get a point out of Newcastle, yeah, I think we'll be fine. To be honest, 4 out of 6 points of a top four opponent. So I think it will be great, to be honest. But yeah, the Josko Guardiola has been superb again. I know I've been telling this, but Josko Guardiola has been absolutely superb. Guardiola has been superb. Akanji has, I mean, with Akanji, the only thing is not getting very close enough to Vinicius Junior. I think maybe he's afraid that Vinicius Junior can Can Vinicius Junior can go both ways, something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but he's not getting as close to Vinicius Junior as maybe a Kyle Walker would. That is a slight bit of concern. Bernardo Silva was shaky in the first 10-15 minutes, but he settled down into the game beautifully. And that is the result of how we are controlling the game. Bernardo and John Stones, especially Bernardo Silva, he is the link between the attack and the defense. The big challenge is how will you face Luka Modric, to be honest, in the second half. What do you do? And also another thing we must remember, Gautam, is that Newcastle versus Chelsea. I mean, they'll play each other and then they'll take points of each other. So I think the top four race is probably not that difficult if you ask me. I think it's not that difficult, but I mean, suddenly we are at the crossroads of the season and just thinking what could be called as a success this season. It's just mind-boggling. It's difficult. I think Brest and PSG that game. I think PSG 3-0 and the tie is over. I think that to PSG have beaten Brest at home 3-0. So I think that tie is done. JSK says Marmoush should come on 60th minute over Kevin De Bruyne. Creativity. JSK creativity. Marmoush is not a creative player. He's almost like a Julian Alvarez kind of a player. I maybe would put Marmoush on 80th minute sort of at that time, not 60th minute, I think. And also, I think De Bruyne carries the ball better in that midfield than Omar Marmoush. I actually think Oscar Bob would have been perfect for this match. Oscar Bob, I mean, when Grealish went off injured, probably I think Oscar Bob on the right would have been perfect, to be honest. And Savini on the left, that I mean, because Oscar Bob gives you more defensive work than Foden. And I mean, the one thing about, I mean, there are two people who can cross the ball well of their weaker foots, Oscar Bob and Savinho, and crossing the ball well of your weaker foot is so important. It makes you almost impossible to defend against, and Oscar Bob has that. JSK's De Bruyne can't play 90 minutes. Maybe I think 75th, 80th minute. Pep Guardiola will substitute him, but I just don't think 60th minute. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen in the 60th minute, I think. Because you know what Real Madrid are trying to do? Real Madrid are trying to pinch the ball off our midfield. They're trying to pinch the ball off our midfield. Real Madrid are coming out. Did they make any substitutions? I think it's more easier to pinch the ball of Omar Marmoush than Kevin De Bruyne, I think, because Marmoush is not a midfield player, but Madrid players have come out very early. JSK says game over. I mean, why the hell is you're not joking, right, JSK? You're not joking, right, JSK? Why the hell is Rico Lewis on? Why the hell is Rico Lewis on? You're not joking, right, JSK? Why the hell is Rico Lewis on? And in whose place is coming on? Akanji's injured, has gone down. Akanji's injured. My God. Now done. You guys are not kidding me. Gotham is recoined for Akanji. Gotham, what the hell? That our right hand side is cursed. You want Phil Ford and Enrico Lewis to defend against Vinicius Jr. Pray, pray, pray. Just pray is the only thing I would say. You want. I mean, my God. Just because how stupid Guardiola can be. I would have maybe preferred Matthews Nunez, to be honest. It's an injury, JSK. It's an injury. Akanji is injured. Akanji is injured, it seems. It's an injury, but we don't have any options in the right back position as well, right? We don't have any. It's offside against Sterling Ireland, but GSK, we don't have any options in the right back position as well. JSK is at least good about Kushana, but what a fucking stupid he is. Haaland's effort hits the bar. Rico! Every time the ball goes to him, it's panic stations. They will just attack him like there's no tomorrow now. John Stones. The problem with Kushano JSK is you see what City are doing with the ball. Both Guardiol and Akanji, when he was there, were coming inside into the midfield. I don't think Kushano can come into the midfield and play. That's the reason why he's bought on Rico Lewis, I think. The only other option was probably Matthews Nunez, and he trusts Lewis more than Matthews Nunez on the ball moving into the midfield, I think. Press resistance wise. Gautam says Kushana would be better. But Gautam, the way we are moving into the midfield, do you think Kushana would have moved into the midfield well? No, right? That is the only reason why is what Enrico Lewis. You see how there when we have the ball, you see Guardiol and Akanji were moving alongside John Stones literally into the midfield. It's a 2-3-4-1. Defensively, it's a worry. The rebuild for this team is not over yet. You need a right back. Maybe I think Kushanov would maybe need more tactical lessons there to move into the midfield. Josko Guardiol there. I don't know why he played a blind pass. It's looking very nervy, Gautam. It's looking absolutely nervy. Madrid are controlling the ball, but when Grealish and Akanji was were there, I was much more cooler. But now it's a bit more panic stations, if you ask me. We get John Stones escaping the press. Ake cannot escape the press. I'm sorry. Stones does absolutely well. Josko Guardiol and Phil Foden with the ball. Phil Foden is one on one with Ferland Mendy. It's a corner for City. Look at what Stones did there. That is wonderful. That's what happens when you have a DM and people say, why are City too overly dependent on Rodri? That is what a DM can do. Look at it. He is the one who starts an attack. He's the one who stops opposition attacks. It's panic stations, Gautam. I don't know why. There was not much fear the first half, but now I'm feeling a bit more worried, to be honest. Give it to the keeper. Give it to the keeper, mate. Rico Lewis. Just imagine Rico Lewis is barely 19 years old, 20 years old, and suddenly he's been asked to come on half time and probably the biggest game of world football right now. Certainly the biggest game in his career. These experiences will surely build the man called as Rico Lewis, whatever might happen in his career or however he might progress. These experiences already at 19, 20 years of age. Bernardo Silva, Nathan Ake, Josko Guardiol, Guardiol back to Ake. Whenever Guardiol passes it a bit more slowly, I'm just worried that the pass might not have as much venom on it. But Guardiol into the midfield, Bernardo out wide, Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz, Madrid are just looking to press in that midfield and pounds. City's pressing trigger is probably a long ball to Haaland and the second ball. Interesting, very intriguing battle. Absolutely intriguing battle. Far post, Rico, far post. Get back, get back, get back. Thank God everyone's back, but far post, far. That is. Rico is just not able to defend, guys. Look at it. Vinicius Junior literally had him on a. Vinicius Junior literally had him on toes there. Look at it. Rico Lewis just could not stop that cross from coming in. Gautam says, no way Rico can control Vinny. It's a big gamble, Gautam. It's a big gamble. I probably think Nunez, uh, John Stones with a mistake now. Maybe Nunez might have been a better option, but no way Kushano is a better option. I think I don't know, especially when you have to get into that midfield. Who would you have gone with, Gotham? Is it Kushanov? Interesting choice. Very interesting choice. Good shot from Mbappe. I mean, they are attacking from both the wings. Savinho now losing the ball. We are losing all the 50-50s now. The game's turning, Gotham. The game's turning. We are losing all the 50-50s. Rico Lewis versus Vinicius Jr. Diaz is needing to help Rico Lewis there. Good save from Edison. In a way, a straightforward save, to be honest. Set piece. I would hate for us to concede from a set piece of all cases. It's turning, Gautam. I think you can maybe feel it. You can just feel it. Madrid are winning all the 50-50s and stuff. The surprising thing is both the defenses ain't particularly great. Defense doesn't include in the midfield, DMs and stuff, and still it's just one goal in the game. Rico! Rico did extremely well. Rico did wonderfully well there. Come on, Rico! Kovacic is coming on. I don't know in place of whom. As we are approaching the hour mark, Kovacic is coming on. Been a chess game, to be honest. Been an absolutely chess game. An absolute chess game kind of tactical thing. Wonderful from Josko Guardiola. Look at his pace, turn of pace, superb to go with Mbappe. Was it Guardiola? Was it Savio? I don't know. Rico, Rico, Rico! Wonderful from Rico! Woo! Look at Rico there! Wonderful! Look at Rico there, Gautam. Look at Rico. Woo! But look at Mbappe versus Josko Guardiola. Woo! What a tackle that is. What a tackle that is from Josko Guardiola. Wow. He's been the star, Josko Guardiola. Along with the 29 minutes of Grealish. I think Josko's been the star. Great switch there. Great switch that to Josko Guardiola again. Wonderful there. Kevin De Bruyne has to pick out Savio. Has to pick out Savio. He's done it. Yasko losing the ball there. You cannot lose the ball there, Yasko. An attacking moment when everyone's forward. You cannot lose the ball. Yasko Guardiola having such a good game. He has to. That is wonderful. That is excellent. That's not a free kick. Bernardo gets the ball. Guys, tell me how is that a free kick? Maybe the replay will help me understand. Bernardo gets the ball. Come on. Bernardo gets the ball. Maybe not 50-50. I think City can make the substitution, but Rico Lewis has just stood up against Vinicius Jr. Wow, 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 wow. No doubt it's an experience for him, but it's a long game still to go. Look at Bernardo Silva there. sleeping on the ground, but Mbappe scores, but I think it was offside. Suspect there's an offside over there. Suspect there's an offside over there. How did they score from a bloody free kick? But isn't there an offside over there? I don't know. Let's see. There are semi-automated offsides, I know. Fuck. It's surely not offside. We have managed the game so well until the hour mark, but Ake in for Kovacic. Great, great. Kovacic is holding now. Rico Lewis against Vinicius Jr. Kovacic holding. This ain't gonna happen, guys. This ain't gonna happen, guys. Kovacic holding now. Take off. Gautam says that's what happens when you play so defensive and try to take all the pressure. I mean, the substitutions as well, Gautam. Now you see Kovacic is playing as DM, and it's not Nico Gonzalez as well. It's Kovacic playing as a DM, and Nathan Ake out. Now we have the famous midfield of Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, and Kevin De Bruyne. We need to score one more here, Gautam. We need to at least have a one goal lead to take to Bernabeu, if not two goals. They will attack us now. Ah, that was almost 2-1. Federico Valverde there. The point here is, I think, Gautam, we were never going to keep a clean sheet. We were absolutely never going to keep a clean sheet. So it's like, how many goals can we score? Gautam says Madrid had more scoring chances than us. True, true. We are not. We hardly created anything. How many times did we test Courtois? And their defense is a makeshift defense. We were managing the game well. That's all. We were stable at 1-0, but the free kick happened. And then they scored. We have hardly tested Courtois at all, apart from the goal. That's it. I think we probably have one shot on target. I think that's all. And now Luka Modric is also bloody coming on, I think, for Real Madrid. Their defense is shit, and we have not even tested them. Stones did very well there. Mbappe is just running onto Stones now. We need to score the next one, Gautam. Otherwise, the tie is done. We need to score the next one. Otherwise, the tie is bloody done. Gautam says if we somehow end this 1-1, then it's done before we reach Bernabeu. Yes, you cannot take a. I mean, I think Madrid would have. Madrid will be the happiest team with 1-1, I think, to be honest. We need a one go, at least a one goal lead to take to the Bernabeu. We at least need a one goal lead to take to the Bernabeu. I mean, if we had Rodri and if we had a proper right back, we win this hands down. This Madrid team is not even that good. We absolutely win this hands down. This season's Champions League is one of the most open Champions Leagues. Bayern is not doing that well. Madrid's defense is just shit. Barcelona, Barcelona, maybe Atletico is the only team that is doing very well. Juventus are just drawing and not able to win matches. That is, and we were hanging on here, Gautam. We are absolutely hanging on here. We are absolutely hanging on here. Just look at that save. Just look at that save. I don't know if it's a save or a block or whatever. This game has come to life. Just bring on Omar Marmoush. Bloody bring on Omar Marmoush now. This game is calling out for Omar Marmoush. Rico Lewis is struggling here. Rico Lewis is absolutely struggling here to deal with Vinicius Junior. Mbappe was offside, thank God. He's clearly offside. Mbappe. Gautam says bring in Doku and Marmoush now, no point resisting. But you know Pep, right, Gautam? I won't be surprised if he brings in Nico Gonzalez and tries to shut the shop down. I think this game is made for Marmoush and Doku. I mean, Madrid have such a weak defense. Just unleash Jeremy Doku onto them. That's all. You know, when Jeremy Doku is in form, what he can do to this Madrid defense. Unleash Jeremy Doku. That's what I'll say. Bloody the ranks of Marmoush. I would love to see Marmoush, Haaland, and De Bruyne playing together, but ah. But if we can score one more here, Gautam, that would just be fantastic. One more somehow. Savinho as well. And it's a corner. Savinho needed to put that cross right. I think someone like Liverpool would have eaten this Madrid side alive with Mo Salah and stuff. Look at the corner. Look at the corner. I haven't seen a much more shittier corner than that. Look at the bloody corner. The only worry is we have bloody conceded from a set piece. That's the only disappointment I have. Vinicius Junior or Rodrigo goes through concedes, doesn't matter. But the only thing is we have bloody conceded from a set piece. Gautam says, are we trying to take revenge of last year like they did to us? Played two legs and drawn both of them and take two penalties and us returning the favor? Could be, could be. But do you trust this team to hold on to a draw at the Bernabeu? Very difficult with Rico Lewis against Vinicius Jr. We need to score a goal here, Gautam. I don't know how we do it, but we need to score a goal. I mean, the only disappointment again, like I said, is conceding from a bloody set piece. And why was no one marking Mbappe, the run of Mbappe there? Rico Lewis. Madrid are just sitting back. They are happy with the 1-1. Madrid are happy with the 1-1. Bernardo Silva, Pep knows it. I think that's a goal kick. I don't know what is it, but the run from Rico Lewis is bloody fantastic. The run from Rico Lewis was just fantastic. What a run from Rico Lewis that was. He should have gone for goal himself. He should have gone for goal himself, I think. Yosko, cover 1v1, cover Kamavinga 1v1. Wonderful block. Beautiful block. Look at Erling Haaland get to the ball there. Ahead of everyone. I mean, it's stable, but the point here is Madrid are happy with a 1-1 draw. They are sitting back, they're not attacking. So it's a false illusion. That's it. Look at how Madrid are pressing. They're pressing Brico Lewis, they're pressing Kovacic, they're pressing the midfield. It's just an illusion of safety. That's it. It's an illusion of stability. That's it. Look at there. They're already trying to buy time. They're wasting time. Edison has been top. He's made some fantastic saves. Bernardo Silva, look at his pressing. Press Kartua, press Kartua. That's a foul on Sabinho. Still a very long game. 15 minutes in a City versus Madrid game is a long, long time. Ties can be turned, anything can happen in games like these. 15 minutes, literally 16 minutes plus added time is something else. They're pressing Kovacic. They were not pressing Stones, but now they're pressing Kovacic. I don't know what the referee is giving a talking to. I think John Stones. Uh, just thinking, are we really stable or is just an illusion of safety created by Madrid too? As a bait, that's all. Bernardo Silva gets the ball. That run from Rico Lewis, he should have maybe tried for goal probably. No, instead of trying to pass to Haaland because that's what everyone was anticipating. Two defenders were on Haaland there. He should have gone for goal. Imagine young Rico coming on and scoring in this fixture. That would just be something else. Kovacic does very well there. Rico Lewis fell forward and it's a penalty! Wow! It's a penalty! It's a penalty! It's a penalty! It's a penalty. Foden's hurt. Foden's hurt, I know. But it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Now, can Haaland score it or not is another thing, Gautam. But it's a penalty. It's a bloody penalty. Can Erling Haaland score this or not is... It's clearly a penalty. Whoa. Foden's hurt, but can Haaland score this or not is another question. I don't know. I think Foden's hurt. I think it's game over for Phil Foden, to be honest. It's inside the box. He's had one foot inside the box. It's inside the box for sure. I think it's Danny Ceballos, former Arsenal player. The penalty. Who's given away the penalty, but Gautam says that's acting. Hope so, I hope so. But Gautam really worried about this. Erling Haaland. Ah, really worried about this. Where do you think he's gonna go? Gautam, which side? Left, right, center. Which side is he gonna go? I would say he puts it down the middle. Gautam, he puts it down the middle. I know that's a very dangerous thing to do, but I think he puts it down the middle. He strikes it very hard down the middle. What do you think, Gautam? Which side? Which side? Which side is gonna put it? Tell me fast, Gautam. Which side is gonna put it? For me, I think he's gonna go down the middle. Ah, I know that's. Gautam says no panic. He's gonna strike it hard down the middle, Gautam. That's what I think. I think he's gonna strike it hard down the middle. Gautam says left. I'm telling center. Ideally 2-1. He's gone exactly down the left. Gotham. Wow. Fantastic, fantastic prediction, Gotham. Wow. 2-1 City. What a strike by Erling Haaland. Even if Courtois died the right way, even if Courtois died the right way, he was never gonna get there. Erling Haaland went to his left. Of course, Courtois was right. It's Haaland's left. Center also would have been the right option, Gotham, but center would have been. Nibble says his food and subbed. Nibbles, I think, is JSK coming from another account, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He's not subbed, I think. I don't know. He's not subbed, I think. Maybe Gautam will tell, but I've not seen. Uh, I've not seen Foden subbed. No, he's not subbed. He's not subbed. Like Gautam said, it was just acting. It's a throw in. Luka Modric has come on. Danny Ceballos has subbed. JSK, Danny Ceballos has subbed, and the great Luka Modric has come on. Gautam says, I hate Panik after that Bernardo's last year blunder. We were winning the penalty shootout, Gautam, last year. We were winning the penalty shootout. Luka Modric missed it. If Bernardo would have scored that, we would have won the penalty shootout. Bloody hell. We and then I think Bernardo also and then I think Bernardo also missed in that Community Shield game. I'm glad he missed there. JSK says now we need Marmoush. But just look at the way Phil Foden just came inside. They were worried about his left foot shot, to be honest. Ceballos just committed in. Just imagine, guys, Jeremy Doku. Just imagine Jeremy Doku playing against these defenders. With his dribbling, we would get 4 penalties. With the dribbling of Jeremy Doku, we would get 3-4 penalties. These ain't central defenders. These ain't your Antonio Rudigers or Eder Militaos or people like that or David Alabas. Jeremy Doku on for the last 5-6 minutes, please. Savinho coming in and collecting the ball is just superb. It's just been very, very good. Look at what Mateo Kovacic has done there. Unnecessary foul to give away, and now it's a free kick for bloody Real Madrid. Marmoush is coming on, and the ex-Barcelona player Ilkay Gundogan is coming on as well. Gautam Gundo is coming on, and Marmoush is also coming on. Savio and De Bruyne are out. Just hope, guys. Just pray that we don't concede. Pray that we don't concede. We need a 1-goal lead to the Bernabeu. We need at least a 1-goal lead to take to the Bernabeu Stadium. Madrid are also making the substitutions now. Madrid are also making the substitutions now. CSK says, why the fuck he kept Selva? Because Selva has his nudes. Otherwise, I don't see any reason. JSK says, and now playing Gundogan. This is officially our worst midfield this season. Kovacic, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. None of the three have legs. This is just a recipe for disaster. I just can't. I mean, God help us. Please pray, guys. Pray. God help us in these last 6 minutes. Bloody God help us in these last 6 minutes. Rico Lewis. I mean, I have to say, Rico Lewis has done very well against Vinicius Jr. What do you think of them about Rico Lewis, Vinicius Jr.? You absolutely cannot allow Madrid to score. Well taken by Ederson. Good catch by Ederson. We score one more here. I might be greedy or stuff. We score one more here, guys. That will be something else. That will be sensational. If we can score one more here, that will be sensational. If we can score one more here, that will be absolutely sensational. What the fuck? And Madrid score 2-2. Brahim Diaz scores. It had to be bloody Brahim Diaz. It's 2-2. It had to be Brahim Diaz. Just because it's not possible with this midfield from hell. Gautam just, I said they will score. I don't understand Gautam. Why doesn't he bring on Nico Gonzalez? Why did he have to bring on Ikai Gundogan? And the mistake was bloody Edison. Gave the ball away cheaply. Mistake was bloody Edison. Gave the ball away cheaply. Look at what Edison did. Bloody hell, gave the ball away cheaply. Look at what Edison did. Why did he have to give the ball away cheaply, Edison? I just don't understand. There's two silly mistakes. One free kick they didn't even have to create a chance. 'Gifting 2 goals. Christmas FC, Santa Claus FC, Phil Foden again, what he can do now. Santa Claus FC, bloody hell. They didn't even create those chances. Edison gifting them a goal. It's ridiculous. 2-2 will be very difficult. Again! John Stones now. John Stones now. Rico Lewis got the ball. Rico Lewis is been a very good defender. Rico Lewis. Gautam, just one thing I can say that this will be the revenge picture of last year and it will go to the penalties and us returning the favor this time. Hope your prediction is true. Hope your prediction is true, Gautam. But one thing I don't understand here, Gautam, is why didn't you bring on Nico Gonzalez and Jeremy Doku? They are 2-1 down, Real Madrid. Why at that time if you bring in Nico Gonzalez and if you bring in Jeremy Doku, that you could have just taken the tie away. But no, why did Pep Guardiola go defensive? I never understand that. Look at the passing from our centre backs now. It's just awful. Just finish the game off, guys. 3 minutes of added time. Gautam Jasniko is not matched with. What about Jeremy Doku? Probably the same reason with Jeremy Doku as well. I would bloody say end the tie here. End the match here. I think Mbappe is going off. I don't know why, but I would not want Kylian Mbappe to lift a Champions League trophy. I don't know why. And Madrid score again, 3-2. It's over. The tie's over. Look at it. The tie's over. Mistake. Three mistakes, three goals. Mistake from Rico Lewis this time. Bloody mistake from Rico Lewis this time. Look at Pep there. Not recruiting in the summer. This is what can happen. 3-2. Simple ball. Look at Kovacic there with the mistake. And Vishal's is well deserved Madrid. But Vishal, at least we have a Champions League trophy, so that's fine. Bloody hell. Three mistakes, three goals. That's all. Madrid have not done anything. Madrid have not done anything. Ah, this was a tie. We could have won, guys. This was a tie. We could have won. 115 charges, Vishal. That's very old. It's not proven. Nothing will ever be proved. So thank you for that. It's not proven. Ah, we could have won this, guys. Vishal says slightly off topic, but thoughts on Miles Lewis, Skelly, and Haaland. No, it's very interesting. I mean, not just with Miles Lewis, Skelly, but I'll go back. I'll go 2 years back. Okay, when you guys were chasing us for the title, right? Not last season, but the season before. Uh, that was the season when Zinchenko was fit, if you can remember, and there was a match against Aston Villa, okay, which you guys were what 2-1 down, and then in the last minute, Jorginho hits the bar, and it comes of Emiliano Martinez and it goes in. 2 years back, that was, and Arsenal win it of the last minute, win that, and Arsenal win that match of the last minute. Zinch, at that moment, Gary Neville said something very interesting. He said that, in that match, after that goal, Zinchenko, he just celebrated like you guys won the trophy, like you guys won the league. Gary Neville at that moment said something very interesting in his podcast. He said that when you celebrate like that, when you celebrate like that already before winning the trophy, it just, it just takes that thing out from you, just takes that focus and stuff out from you. That's what he said. And I come back and I see that happening every time. Last season, when you guys defeated Liverpool, Martin Odegaard did something like that. He went and clicked the photos with the cameraman and something like that. You lost the league. This season, you guys are obviously not gonna win the league. 9 point gap potentially with Liverpool, and they are going to win the league. And every season I see an Arsenal player doing like this. It's not just Miles Lewis Kelly on Erling Haaland. It was Martin Odegaard on Liverpool player last season. The season before it was, I think it was Ben White on Trent as well, where you were leading to Liverpool 2-0, it became 2-2. So an Arsenal player has been doing this, but with Erling Haaland, but with Erling Haaland, it just got off a lot because of the stay humble thing and everything like that. I think for this Arsenal group, I personally think to win the league, I think they need to have much more mature characters who help you maintain that focus till the last, not till the last game, till the last 90th minute. I don't see mature characters. I see Odegaard and all of that stuff. Ben White, they're not Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus, they're not mature characters who can help you win a league. I'm sorry. Shall says this is a simple thing. Footballing tribalism is what drives the sport. Any explanation to downplay celebrations is absolute garbage. But the celebrations are being excessive and they're hurting you. It's not hurt Haaland obviously, because Haaland has won the Premier League twice, has won the Champions League, has won a treble. Haaland's won everything. Haaland could just go and it's not affecting Haaland. For me, I think at the end of the day, it's affecting Arsenal and it's affecting that atmosphere inside the dressing room. That's the only thing. Shall just Haaland celebrated by checking the ball at Gabriel for drawing against 10 men. How is that justified and unprovoked? Arteta. Vishal, if it's about the ability to give back, win the league, win the bloody league, and then give it back to Haaland, win the bloody league. Can Arsenal win the league this season? They can't, because your board absolutely doesn't care a shit. They do not want to sign a striker in January, which would have allowed you to win the league and the Champions League probably. They don't give a shit. So Arteta will be gone next season. Vishal just made the dressing room atmosphere hasn't been better in recent. Then why are you not able to win the league? Why are you not able to win the league? This was your season. This was your season. This was your season. City have dropped off. Chelsea shit. Newcastle inconsistent. No team to challenge the top team. Why have you not won the league this season? Why have you not won the league this season? Shalz is a City fan. Absolutely, because we are winners. We have won four trophies in a row, 7 of the last 8 Premier League trophies, treble. We have won everything there is to win. And Arsenal have taken 23 years, no trophies. We shall just, anyways, cheers, mate. Good loss to Madrid. Hope they win next week. The tie is not over. The tie is not over. The tie is absolutely not over. There is still the Bernabeu. And anyway, maybe good luck, Vishal. Maybe you win a trophy next season, because I think you're out of the FA Cup as well. And losing to 10 men United side, man, that's as I can't imagine how that happened. 10 men United for 30 minutes. Anyway, cheers, mate, and